Apparently, it looks like Nkunku and Renato Veiga will be leaving Chelsea this January alongside Disasi. And there are talks of Chelsea signing Mathys Tel from Bayern Munich. These are one of the things we'll be dissecting in this video. You get me? But before then, welcome back to the channel. This is Papi Knows Football. At the end of the video, if you like what I'm doing here, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. You get me? So let's get into the video. Obviously, a lot of things has been happening today. It's no longer news that we have been seeing Renato Veiga link. We have been seeing him link with Italian clubs, French clubs, Premier League clubs. A lot of clubs has been after him. You know, Stuttgart, Wolves, Juventus, Napoli, Borussia Dortmund, a lot of them are on him. And I was saying, like, I'm not sure this the ownership or Chelsea is going to sell him. Obviously, Chelsea doesn't want to sell. But at first, I was like, why will a club be declaring interest in a player that has been at a club for just 6 months? You get me? For just 6 months, and clubs want to sign him. That shows like maybe his agent is moving or something. Information has leaked somewhere that he's not happy at the club, which I didn't really say in my video because I didn't really want to believe it. But apparently, it looks like Renato Veiga wants to leave Chelsea because according to Fabrizio Romano, which is a very, very respectable source, that Renato Veiga is expected to leave Chelsea as club opens door to permanent exit, not loan. Chelsea want around 30 million for Renato Veiga to leave, accommodating his request to go and play centre back, not left back. Full agreement with Borussia Dortmund. Veiga on contract / project in place. Oh my goodness, yeah. I thought of it that way, but I was like, nah, not possible. He wants to play centre back. He wants to see that brother is slow. I like Renato Veiga, and if you have been watching the channel and you remember when I did my review with Udoski, the transfer review with Udoski earlier before the season started, you know, the earlier part of the season, I rated him highly. I said this is one of the players that I'm really, really excited in seeing, or I'm really, really want to see what he's going to become. You know, this player goes to the Chelsea fans and like he waves them to make noise and stuff. So I'm like, yeah, this player is developing some connection with the fans, or like and I'm like, kind of like him. I like his attitude. You get me? But you say you want to play as a centre back instead of a left back, and that's why you want to leave Chelsea. It doesn't really make sense to me. But obviously we are Chelsea, and one thing about our club is that we are not going to hold any player that wants to leave. We won't. The only problem is that are the club looking for you going to pay the money being required for you. Obviously, Renato Veiga is going to take more than 30 million. Double the money, double of the what we bought him in the summer. We bought him for 12 million in the summer. We sell him for 30 to Borussia Dortmund. Cool business, quick cash, quick turnover. This is one of the things our owners will like. But to me as a fan, I don't give a fuck. I don't give an actual fuck about where the money is going to, about how much we are making, about the gains, about the profit. I don't care. It doesn't go into my pocket. As a fan, I want to see us, you know, win matches, you know, deliver on the project they say they are going to deliver. You said you want to gather a crop of young players and then, you know, keep them together for 5 years or more, and then, you know, see where they go. That's not the case, because if Renato Veiga that came in 6 months ago is leaving, Ken Andrewsby, obviously there are talks of him leaving, Nkunku, there are talks of him leaving. How are you going to build that crop of players that you what you promised or what you said you want to build? How does that make sense? The whole Renato Veiga issue, I'm not really bought into it. But obviously Chelsea will not hold a player that wants to leave. Obviously, he will never do that. If he wants to leave, just get us the money that we want, and then you're gone. And we are in a very, very good position because I think he signed 7 years contract in the summer, so he has like 6 years contract. He's like six and a half. So we are in a very, very good position. So Borussia Dortmund has to cough out, or find a way to drop 30 million pounds or 30 million euros for him. You get me? But according to St. John's Sports, he said that Dortmund will face competition for Renato Veiga signature from teams in the Premier League, Italy, and France. And that's one of the one of the things. Yeah, because Stuttgart are interested. Are they going to pay the 30 million? I don't know. Wolves are interested. Can they pay the 30 million? Obviously. Juventus are interested. Can they pay the 30 million? Not as much as the Italian clubs are broke, I think they can't afford 30 million. And Chelsea has said he's not going on loan. If you want to sign him, you sign him permanently. And actually, we don't have slots for loan for Renato Veiga. We don't have slots for loan, so we are looking for more of a direct sale. You get me? Another player that will be leaving this January window, which I'm really happy is leaving, is Axel Disasi. According to Fabrizio, he said, understand Axel Disasi is expected to be left out of Chelsea squad as he can leave in January. The already important clubs in talks to explore January move. Chelsea are open to the solution following discussion with the player. Disasi is a very good player, but he's just should I say, a collateral damage. It doesn't suit the system. He's just one of those players, like when he comes into a team or when a new manager comes into a team, the player that doesn't suit into what he's trying to build. Disasi is one of them. He's not in any way a bad player, but he just doesn't suit the system the manager is trying to build. And I think when he plays at centre back, he's alright, but it doesn't provide the necessity or the basics, to be in an Enzo Maresca system. It also has the facilities, so he's definitely going to be moved. I'm really, really happy if he's going to be moved and we sign a better centre back. The alliance of Gehi, which has gone cold in the past few days, but we'll just have to see what really happened in that one. So according to reports, Chelsea are interested in the 22 years old Spanish left winger Jaume Hernandez. He's already made a firm offer to the player to sign him. Do I know anything about this player? I don't know, honestly. So let's move on to players that I actually know. So let's get to the Nkunku discussion. Obviously, a bomber actually dropped this evening or this night or yesterday night. Yeah, yesterday night, because it dropped around late night to midnight. Get me? So a lot of information we are coming from Fabrizio, and we are coming from Germany as well. Multiple information. Being told clearly that Christopher Nkunku wants to join FC Bayern. Talks are ongoing, but it's still early stage. However, some parties doubt about there being a swap deal can be completed by February 3rd. Additionally, much will depend on Mathys' decision. So obviously, if you don't understand what is going on here, Nkunku wants to leave Chelsea, and Bayern Munich are front runners. You get me? I thought he was going to be PSG. Obviously, PSG has signed Kvaratskhelia. According to report this evening, that the deal is verbally agreed with Napoli. They have to sort out some things, but the deal is like 90% done of them signing Kvaratskhelia. You get me? So the whole Mathys Tel is that he said that Chelsea held talks with Mathys Tel with Bayern in recent days. Earlier stages of contacts to be informed of the situation. Tel spoke to company 10 days ago as he wants to succeed at Bayern, while Chelsea asked for info on Mathys during the talks with the German club. So obviously, now I don't know, but with these few reports I've read to you, I think you understand what is going on here. Chelsea wants Mathys or Tel, while Bayern Munich wants Christopher Nkunku, and there are links of being a swap deal. You get me? Which we'll be getting into. Before we get into that, now let's get into a very, very key detail in this whole saga. Now, reporter came in after some hours of this dropping that exclusively FC Bayern wants to sign Christopher Nkunku immediately. Bayern Munich already reached a full verbal agreement with Nkunku on on top long-term contract, all terms agreed. Nkunku wants to join Bayern right away, regardless of Mathys Tel. Nkunku is Bayern's top transfer target until deadline day, February 3rd. Max Eberry wants to sign him permanently, not just on loan, including a tail in the deal with Chelsea FC. Is just an idea to make the transfer easier. Negotiation between the club is ongoing. Now, it's a different vibe when players want to leave. If a player wants to leave Chelsea, just trust me, 100% Chelsea will never get in your way. So it looks like Nkunku will be leaving. But I have a problem with this thing because Mathys Tel is a 21 years old player. And our team is when it comes to age, the average age of this team, we are the youngest team on average age. We are the youngest team in the Premier League. Now, I was like, okay, we have gathered these young players and I'm expecting us to throw in one or two experienced heads. And now we are leaving one of our experienced players, even though like I want him to leave. Yes, I want Nkunku gone. He's checked out of Chelsea. He's mentally checked out. He doesn't want to be at the club anymore. You can see from his body language, the way he plays, he just doesn't want to be at the club anymore. I want him gone. But the problem is who is coming in as Nkunku is going. Mathys Tel. I thought we should be going for a number 9. Now, when I mean number 9, I'm not talking of the lap. We have a lot of young players. We are not an under 23 squad. We're not an under 23 team. We are a Premier League team, for crying out loud. We need leaders. And when you have this bunch of crop of young players, when the team is going, we are in a very, very bad patch of form right now, which I'll be expecting us to overturn today when we face Bournemouth. We're in a very, very patch of form. When a team is going through this patch, we need players that could ginger other players. What can a 21 years old player tell to Kopama? Or what can Kopama tell to Madueke? Who's going to talk to who? And that is one of the reasons I'm trying to make sense what this body is trying to do. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, sometimes I don't understand. And I'm in a situation where I don't understand what's going on. We are looking like an Arsenal 2.0. Even Arsenal 2.0, Arsenal had to throw in some experienced head in the team. We are not doing that. Christopher Nkunku gone, get me an experienced head. Christopher Nkunku gone. As a serious team, I thought we should be making signings like Victor Osimhen. Christopher Nkunku gone, we are signing a Mathys Tel. We are definitely going to sell that brother by summer or by next January, from what I'm seeing, because Renato Veiga is leaving. This whole directors and the whole board and Paul Stanley and co, they are moving mad. They are moving. I don't understand what is going. I don't really understand. If you want to sell Nkunku, you sell Nkunku. Obviously his wage bill is big. You want to offload him because of his bill, his wage. That's fine. You want to sell him, bring me a more experienced head. These guys are not doing it. You sign me a Tails and you sign me a Delap. Delap is a very, very good player, yes. But we have a profile like Delap. We don't need another Delap. We have Gu. So how can you have a 21 years old striker, a 22 years old striker, and an 18 years old striker? You want them to develop. How will they develop? Who are they going to be an understudy to? Experience. There's no experience head in the team, and that's why I'm crying out for Victor Osimhen. Get me Victor Osimhen, experienced head. He's 26 years old. He obviously turns 26 years old this December. He's 26 years old. Jackson is 23 years old. Gu is 18 years old. The gap is there. Osimhen plays for 5 to 7 years. Jackson is there. Is going to be a very good backup to him. Both of them could. I don't know. Now you give players like Gu a chance for them to develop. But when you bring in 21, 22, 18, it doesn't make sense. I'm trying to understand. Or maybe is it that Gu is not in the long-term plan? Or are you guys planning on selling Gu? Because we still have David Washington. And we still have David Dastro Fofana. We haven't sold him yet. So what is the futures of all those players? And this is those kind of times where like I question the board and I question what they're trying to do, because at this point it's not making sense to me. I don't know if you understand it. Explain to me, because this whole transfer Kini is not making sense at all, bro. It's not. You are selling Nkunku, you're getting a guy that he barely starts. He barely starts for Bayern. He has no experience. You could say yes, Kopama, but yeah, Kopama is in the Premier League. Kopama is different. Every signing will not be like Kopama. Tel is like almost a decent player like Christopher Nkunku. So what are you going to do? Are you going to play him as a striker as well? We're moving funny, man. We're moving funny. I don't know the plan of this club. I don't know the especially the transfers is not making sense to me. I was expecting us at least sign 1 or 2 players in January, offload the ones you are going to offload. Don't make unnecessary signing, which I think this team has been doing, by the way. I still have problem with some of the transfers they did in the summer. Now they're doing this bullshit, man. I don't even want to, because if I keep going on and on, I'll just keep extending this video. Get me, but maybe in more reports we have to come. Definitely we are going to touch on it. But obviously Chelsea is playing today. Make sure you check out the preview. And that's all for now. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. It will be